Listen.
If you do not understand white supremacy, what it is, and how it works, everything else that you understand will only confuse you. Now, sometimes people say, well, you mean everything that I understand will confuse me if I don't understand racism? Yes, because racism is the dominant political and religious motivating force among the people of the planet in all 9 areas of activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. That covers just about everything that any person, minute by minute, might be doing or engaged in any time of day or night, anywhere on the planet. And what is the system of white supremacy? It's a system of behavior that has to do with all 9 areas of activity. It dominates everything that people do in economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. And it affects everybody on the planet, directly or indirectly, whether they are aware of it or not. It's the dominating, motivating factor. There is no other dominating, motivating factor. That's why it's called supreme. It's the supreme form of government. All these other so-called forms of government, capitalism, democracy, republicanism, independentism, all the socialisms, communism, they don't matter when you start talking about the system of white supremacy. The system of white supremacy, in other words, dominating and mistreating people based on color, which is what it is. People who are classified as white, who have chosen in all of these areas of activity to dominate and mistreat people who are classified as non-white. And they do the classifying, by the way. The non-white people may say, well, I don't even think about color. I mean, I don't even want to. I mean, what's that got to do with anything? I have other things to do. But the white supremacist says, you're going to think about it because I'm going to make you think about it. I don't care what your plans are. You are going to think about color because you are going to regard color in any move that you make, and any move that you make is going to be on my turf, which is this entire planet. Now, that's the voice of the white supremacists when they speak to people who are non-white, even though in the refinement stage of white supremacy, which is where most of the planet is right now, they don't talk that way like they did in the old days. But that's what that means, that you will think about color because you will think about it because I want you to think about it. I want to remind you that white is right and that non-white doesn't matter. That's a bunch of scraps. You're scrap people. You're a bunch of junk. You're a bunch of heathens. You're a bunch of ne'er-do-wells. You're something that I can use as raw material for anything that I want. And you are not supposed to say anything about it. And even if you say anything about it, if I allow you to say anything about it, I'll just listen to it. And if I approve of what you're saying on occasion, then you can do it. Or you can activate whatever it is you're talking about. But remember, you're a bunch of scraps. And whatever you do has to come by me in any area of activity, any of the 9. Now, some people have said they've seen some cartoons of my work on the internet that have been presented, and that it pretty well embellishes what I have been trying to say in my textbooks. And to the extent that it does that, well, that has been, from what I understand, some people reported to me, a plus. Because they didn't understand what I had written very well, but when they saw those cartoons, that just repeated what I was saying and attaching my name to it, and came right out of the book. The material did. They say that they better understood it. And I can understand that because people are kind of visual, particularly in the year 2021 now, more visual than ever.